Well, two Pee Dee siblings endured severe pain for more than the first decade of their lives before their treatments for sickle cell. The disease is a genetic blood disorder that affects the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen, and it primarily affects African Americans. It's traditionally a lifelong condition, but thanks to modern treatments and a determined doctor, this pair is officially cured.
Me and my family have a lot of faith in this house. We believe in ourselves, and most of all, keep God by your side.
Ashanti Pickens isn't your typical teenager. She's wise beyond her years. You may remember a few years back when she was on WBTW talking about competing in pageants while battling sickle cell disease.
I'm in the ninth grade, and I actually made the AB honor roll for the first time, and this is something I'm very, very proud of. And I feel like me having sickle cell also took a place where me not being able to make AB honor roll, because it's actually a lot to take on, like keeping up with your grades, keeping up with pageantry, keeping up with different hobbies, activities.
Ashanti and her older brother Dontrell have spent a majority of their lives in and out of hospitals.
I had to deal with not going outside in the cold weather. I had to deal with different type of pain. Some day I might have a lot of energy. Next day I might be very, very sleepy.
Their mother, Tony Yates, has been by their side during every hospital visit since birth. Their family would also come to visit.
They would come up to the hospital for Christmas and stuff like that. I had to spend Christmas in the hospital. They would come for holidays, weekends, just to be there and support.
Yates found out she had the sickle cell trait when she was pregnant with Dontrell. Her doctor said Dontrell could eventually contract sickle cell. They told Yates she could terminate the pregnancy because her son would eventually succumb from the disease. But Yates's gut said no.
I waited until he was 2 weeks old, and then I found out he had sickle cell, and then that's when my life changed.
She consulted with Dr. Carla Roberts, the siblings' primary hematologist in Columbia, who then referred Dontrell to Dr. Jennifer Jurasic, formerly at MUSC in Charleston.
So sickle cell is a really debilitating disease. In South Carolina, it is part of the newborn screening. So parents are alerted right away if their child is born with sickle cell disease, and they're referred to a sickle cell treatment center. And there are 3 different centers in South Carolina.
So how exactly does sickle cell work?
Most red blood cells are round, and in people who have sickle cell disease, when they're exposed to low oxygen concentrations, their red blood cells change shape into something that looks like a sickle. And then those sickled cells have a more difficult time passing through the small blood vessels. And over time, they damage the blood vessels.
Dontrell kept having severe strokes, and his mom and doctor knew something had to be done.
I talked to Tony about doing a half-matched bone marrow transplant from Dontrell's father. So it was a new therapy that had shown really promising results in adults.
Although Dr. Jurasic wasn't so sure about the treatment on children, Dontrell went through the transplant like a champ.
We went to that appointment, though, for the consultation on Dontrell. Dr. Jennifer met Ashanti, and she said, "Are you going to cure me too?" And Dr. J was like, yes, and I told her I can't cure one kid and not cure the other.
As for Ashanti, Dr. Jurasic says she was the perfect candidate for gene therapy.
We collected Ashanti's cells, then we sent them to the gene therapy company, and they genetically modified her cells so that they turned back on fetal hemoglobin. And fetal hemoglobin doesn't sickle. Blocking the blocker of fetal hemoglobin, they were able to actually turn that gene back on and cause Ashanti to start making fetal hemoglobin, which keeps her asymptomatic.
Currently, the teens spend most of their time at school and doing things normal teenagers do. Ashanti is a cheerleader, and Dontrell will be a senior next year.
I want to be a pediatric hematologist. My doctors and my nurses actually inspire me to become a doctor or a nurse.
Their story is a testament of faith, and their mom hopes other parents going through a similar situation will be encouraged.
I didn't understand why God gave me 2 kids with sickle cell. That was devastating to me. But he gave them to me, and he cured them 2 different ways.
And Yates has started a nonprofit called Sickle Cell is Curable in hopes of raising awareness to help other parents with kids suffering from sickle cell. To find out more about it, just head to our website, WBTW.com, and we'll be right back.